Do you want to stay here? Or do you want to go to the light?
Why not?
You like it here?
Why not?
Lizzie, are you frightened of going to purgatory? Are you frightened of judgment? Because if you are, you have no worry. You judge yourself. You are not judged by others.
Derek, come forward. Derek, come forward. Derek, come forward.
It appeared as if Derek had been possessed by an obnoxious entity. Although the crew had witnessed similar incidents with Derek on other investigations, this was one of the most active supposed possessions, and it was quite an intense experience. Tour host Samantha appeared to have picked up on this woman's evil deeds and was quite distraught.
You've been aware of it now? That whoever was here with us was the one that was responsible for Isabel and what happened to Isabel.
Who is Isabel, anyway?
She's one of the little girls that we know is resident in the house. But we've never been able to verify the cause of death, only that we know that she died here and passed over upstairs. We always thought in the nursery.
But now, Sammy, you think that it's definitely this woman that did it? Yeah?
That's just the impression I get.
Yeah.
Spending 24 hours at Chatham Dockyard had been a spine-chilling experience for the whole crew. In addition to the amount of audible paranormal activity, Derek Acorah had apparently been possessed by a number of spirit entities throughout the night, with the most frightening of these being the foul-mouthed, aggressive Lizzie. I'd also been petrified on a vigil in the joiner's workshop, where we'd all heard strange noises.
When I arrived here, I realised that we got a site that was full of history. Gosh, and that means full of ghosts. So many famous people, so many famous events, so much loss of life here that it was bound to be a good place.
The area I find the most interesting is the joiner's workshop, especially concerning the evil presence on the top floor. And when we did a vigil there with Richard, Yvette and Tom, everybody got very, very scared. And I think, to be honest, it was mind over matter. It was very windy outside. That was making the doors bang, making the roof rattle. And I think that got to everybody quite a lot.
In the séance, the nasty soul in the form of a woman who was here at one point in time manifested herself within that circle. That I am glad more than any of the investigation to be out of me, and I wouldn't wish that again. That's got to be the worst yet.
What's your name, leper?
I'm asking you a question.
What's your name, leper?
Tell me your name.
It's turned out to be a night of possessions. Derek was possessed, but the thing I can't understand is that he tends not, for some reason, to be coming up with the people that we know haunt the place.
Has he just received something?
Just came straight past my head, it actually clipped my ear as it came past.
I just felt something on my back then.
Yeah, honestly, he's around. He's around here.
During Derek's walk around, both Nick and Tom experienced something at apparently the same time. Nick feels something go past his ear, and Tom feels maybe a draft or something on his back. Now, there could be perfectly normal explanations for this. For example, a moth going past Nick's ear, and maybe it was a draft simply that Tom was feeling.
His energy's here, down here now.
What's worth noting, though, is Derek's interpretation of these. Straight away, he says, yes, these are the spirits causing these effects. And, of course, that's just one interpretation of many possible interpretations.
Brothers, that's that.
One of the most striking things to take place during this investigation is Derek's apparent possession. Now, there are three possible explanations of what could be going on here. One is that he really is getting possessed. The second possibility is that he's simply play-acting for the cameras. And the third possibility is that he really does believe he's getting possessed, but there's some perhaps more conventional psychological explanation for what's going on. What I find of perhaps more concern is that these apparent possessions are taking place more often, and other members of the crew are also becoming concerned for Derek's well-being. And we can see that no matter what the explanation is for these possessions, whether it's paranormal or not, that it takes a lot out of Derek. Now, what would be worth exploring is why it seems to be happening more often.
Chatham Historical Dockyard was an eerie location, and it's a night that won't easily be forgotten. But had we really encountered the supernatural? You decide. Until next time, sleep tight.
It's Plastic Surgery City this New Year's weekend as we show the entire series of The Swan. It all starts this Saturday night at 6. After the break tonight, Most Haunted Extra.